This series was funded by great viewers just like you over on Patreon. Check out the description or end of the video to hear how you can take part in making the show even more amazing. Hey everyone, Gaijin Goombah here, and today I'm happy to present the very first episode of Witch Ninja, chosen by you guys, the loyal patrons who have helped keep the show alive. The very first taste of TV shinobi that many of our childhood saw, Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series.
So, wait, which camp of ninja does Shredder belong to? Good or bad? Cause I don't know about you, but between this...
I don't wanna conquer this place. I wanna conquer Earth.
And this?
The Shredders? And Utrom?
I'm having a hard time believing that Shredder comes anywhere close to being a real ninja.
Oh, trust me. These guys are as effective as a hyperactive teenager wearing a caution orange jumpsuit. That being said though, the Shredder from the 80s did have a couple of great hardcore shinobi techniques up his sleeve, such as the Bushin no Jutsu technique that we talked about in a few episodes in the past. But being the bullheaded idiot that he is, he constantly blew it. And with generation after generation of either bumbling morons or one-dimensional megalomaniacs taking the mantle of the Shredder, it would be easy to assume that this guy would just be the furthest thing from a real ninja. But out of all the iterations of Shredder, one of them stands tall at the top as being one of the most potent ninja in media. But it ain't these idiots. This is the Shredder I speak of. And already I feel some of you nodding your head in agreement. That includes you too, buddy.
Okay, I'll give you that. The Shredder of the 1990s movie did so much more right than most of, if not any other iteration ever could. Just watching Shredder's first appearance in the movie gives the air of immense intimidation. And when it's your job as a ninja to play head games with your targets, you're already doing it right. But it's more than just body language and fighting. Throughout the majority of this movie, Shredder's true identity remains an effective mystery to all of the other characters, save one. So I gotta give props to Oroku Saki for keeping his identity hidden. And the lengths he went in order to keep it that way were pretty extensive as well. I mean, not only did he have a full metal Zuki to hide his face, the dude had a modulator that not only hid his true voice, but made it even more terrifying.
Together we will punish these creatures. These turtles.
Oh, but that's just the start of all the things that makes this Shredder such a phenomenal ninja. As luck would have it, while I was at Anime North this year, I met a wonderful gentleman named Matthew Wright, a master of Bujinkan Ninjutsu who, like other true badass ninja, smiths and creates his own tools and weapons of trade, all the while maintaining his active dojo Mangetsu in Toronto. In the time that I shared with him, I was completely blown away by something unbeknownst to me and my fellow 90s kids for years, but I'll let him explain.
So, have you ever seen the deleted scene from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990? No, you haven't. I know that already. Because within this deleted scene, which was deemed too violent for the children, before Shredder gives the Hashimake to the foot, he sits down in Fudoza and fights the foot one-on-one. It's facts.
And he uses actual techniques.
Actual historic techniques. Fudoza is a way of sitting with the sword within ninjutsu. And he's sitting in Fudoza, and he's going through from the Bujinkan, but still ninjutsu. Actual ninjutsu.
Excellent. That's amazing. To expand a little bit on what Matthew said, Fudoza, or a movable seat, is one of many stances or kamae in ninjutsu. As for Fudoza's purpose, a ninja could quickly and effectively repel and counterattack assailants while maintaining control. As with any other martial art, the expertise, familiarity, and control of the various stances in ninjutsu were the difference between life and death, and shinobi used a ton of them.
Cool, but something I never understood was Shredder's choice of weapons and armor. I mean, they gotta weigh a ton being all metal, and sure, Shredder looks like he uses a lightweight modified Tekokagi, but everything else seems like it'd be really difficult to maneuver and battle with.
As someone who actually got to feel what it was like to actually wield Tekokagi, I promise you it wasn't easy. To which, Shredder using a more compact version of the weapon would make a lot of sense. But from what I heard from Matthew, the immense physical training to use them wasn't at all simple. And the endurance gained in that training did give Ninja a lot of expertise with this heavy weapon. But there's far more to Shredder's armor as a ninja than maneuverability. In fact, Matthew had some great points about how strength was only a small part of the overall battle.
So the way that this can be incorporated for ninja use is for the psychological factor of warfare. That having something like this on your body really, so it makes your opening. So it's like your kamae. A kamae is based on you give them the opening. This allows you to give them the opening.
Excellent. Now, I definitely get that. I mean, you could just go barehanded against a lot of different weapons, or even just like a kick, a punch, a backhand would just be absolutely brutal.
I think just receiving an attack wearing armor like this is the defense itself. As long as you can keep your posture, you're laughing.
Yep.
And lo and behold, even Shredder from the old 80s cartoon utilized this strategy. With armor like this, not only would you do infinitely more damage than with your bare hands, not only would you look terrifying on the battlefield, but every strike of the enemy weapon runs the risk of getting caught in the various hooks, allowing for quick disarming of the enemy's weapon. And while the sample armor that Matthew provided wasn't on the same scale that we've seen with some of the more dramatic renditions of Shredder, by no means would this armor be any less effective. You're a literal walking weapon with no risk of being disarmed.
But what about this concept of building up a secret ninja force using street urchins? Granted, not everyone has the metal to become a true Foot Clan ninja, but was there ever a time in history where there was an underground movement of creating an entire ninja clan?
Oh, you bet there was. Back in the mid-1500s, there lived a woman by the name of Chiyome Mochizuki, one of, if not the only kunoichi to ever be recorded in history. After the death of her husband, Moritoki Mochizuki, Chiyome fell into the care of her uncle, the great Takeda Shingen. Daimyo of the Kai province, Shingen was not someone to be taken lightly. His power not only reverberated within his innovative systems of law and administration, but he was a brilliant tactician, having mastered Japanese cavalry. When you're someone that powerful and influential, you need a few extra eyes and ears, and that is exactly where Chiyome Mochizuki came into play. As a descendant of the legendary protector of the Koga, Mochizuki Izumo no Kami, Chiyome was designated by her uncle to develop an all-female band of kunoichi to act as Shingen's eyes and ears in enemy territory. There was no short supply of orphaned and abandoned children during the Warring States period, and Chiyome took in as many as she could, teaching them the ways of espionage and assassination. And in time, Chiyome's badass squad of kunoichi became known as the Aruki Miko, or Walking Maidens. See, during that time, shrine maidens would actually move from location to location offering holy services, where nowadays they typically stay and take care of one particular shrine. A perfect front to allow for Chiyome's kunoichi to travel without issue wherever they needed to go. With a mix of traveling maidens, performers, and prostitutes acting as a front, Chiyome Mochizuki's group are the stuff of shinobi legends, gathering information and performing assassinations on behalf of Takeda Shingen, who continued to grow in power.
Wait, so what you're telling me is... really?
Well, don't think about it too hard, but yeah, pretty much. Like Chiyome, Shredder was gathering up all of the abandoned and orphan kids he could get his claws into in order to rebuild his now broken Foot Clan, which he does very successfully. But considering New York has the highest population density in the United States, it's not hard to see why. And what was it that Shredder referred to them as?
You are here because the outside world rejects you. This is your family. I am your father. You are my eyes and ears. Find them.
Again, exactly like Chiyome, who used her network of kunoichi to gain and relay information about Takeda Shingen's enemies. It's all just a matter of finding the right kind of initiates with the right kind of maneuverability. And for the record, put a pin on Chiyome Mochizuki, because we're going to be coming back to her a lot in this series.
I guess that's fair, but I think there's one other thing about the movie Shredder that makes him an even more believable ninja master than all of the others.
Which is what?
Watch this.
Money cannot buy the honor which you have earned tonight. You make us all proud. Only effort, discipline, loyalty earn the right to wear the dragon doji.
Unlike literally every other Shredder in the other animated series and movies, this one actually cares more about the reformation and continued establishment of the Foot Clan as a whole versus simply trying to rule the world. He actually has passion and respect for the way of life he's trying to bestow upon his initiates. Granted, it's pretty safe to say that he isn't exactly the shining example of a father figure, but the way he talks about honor, discipline, loyalty, and pride is something wholly unique to this iteration of Shredder.
You know what? That's completely fair. In every great ninja leader I've researched, to them, what came before anything else was the preservation and unity of the clan and families. Above everything else, the spying, the espionage, and all the other mercenary work that shinobi did, for as much as we joke about it in the media, the loyalty to the clans was always something that could not be denied. And there you have it, everyone. What many of us would have argued to be one of the most incompetent, inept ninja in the history of entertainment media actually has a silver lining of not only a historically inspired ninja master, but one who put it into actual practice. But thanks for watching, everyone, and a big thank you to all of my patrons who help keep the show alive and well. If you'd like to support and be a part of Which Ninja, check out those annotations and links in the description for even more information as well as past episodes. And don't forget to subscribe to never miss out on my newest cultural theory videos. But until next time, everyone, this is Gaijin Goombah signing out.